Barbenheimer, the event of the summer, the thing everybody won't shut up about. You go on Instagram, you go on Twitter, and all you can see are Barbie memes and Oppenheimer memes and whatever. Frick, you're literally watching Barbenheimer content right now. I don't know about you, but I've had an absolute blast. You know, I wore my full hot pink getup. I was wearing pink sunglasses. I was getting all kinds of compliments from very pretty girls, and I went to Oppenheimer and I saw a bunch of depressed looking dudes who I don't think have left the home in decades, but whatever. I don't know, it's a very interesting dichotomy. And I just want to talk about it today. I want to share what I thought about Oppenheimer because I was a double feature boy all the way. Let's go in the hood. I'm not, cut that. But yeah, I'm going to talk about which one I thought was better because I think there's a clear winner, in my mind anyways. Let's get into it. Now, I watched Barbie first, then Oppenheimer, and I'm not sure I'd do it that way around again. Not because either movie was bad or anything, but I had a long drive home and I was very much alone with my thoughts, and Oppenheimer's kind of a grisly movie. Like, there's a lot of dark shit that happens, and I was like driving home like blah blah blah, and I just got really depressed. So I put on like Barbie movie songs, right? To ease my sadness, and it worked. I'm ashamed to admit. I actually enjoyed Barbie a lot more than I thought it would because it ended up being a pretty mature comedy. I thought it was going to be for like little girls and it was going to be a bunch of giggle humor and whatever, but it wasn't. It was actually really original humor. They did a lot of sort of cool dynamics between Barbie and Ken. The whole premise of the movie, if you don't know, or the plot rather, is Barbie lives in her own little dream world. She's a proud, strong, prominent woman, and then something happens to her, and her and Ken decide to venture into the real world, where Ken sees that men have all the power in the real world. He's tired of being stepped on. He's tired of being abused. So he comes back to the pretend world while Barbie stays in the real world, tries to sort her stuff out. Ken, in the Barbie world, he takes over. He institutes a patriarchy, and Barbie comes back and is like, Ken, what the fuck are you doing here? This is our place. So they have a whole war. Kens fight the Barbies, and the Barbies win, and you know, it's woo, women's rights, whatever. That's the plot of the Barbie movie, summarized by me, a dude, right? But all that being said, it was well done. The plot wasn't strong, but the jokes worked. The jokes landed hard. Now, a lot of the humor involves making the dudes in like Ken and all the other Kens, there are a lot of Kens in the movie, the biggest fucking doofuses you've ever seen in your life. And at first it kind of made me like shocked. I was like, damn dude, these fuckers. Like, men are never that stupid. And then I realized something. They got dudes right. Not that we're doofuses, because we can be doofuses sometimes. But not that we're doofuses, but literally all we want in life is the warm touch of a woman. That's all I want in life. Like, if a woman would just like put her hands on me and tell me she loved me and that I'm like enough, dude, that's like, I could die. That's like my life dream, right? And I mean, that wasn't really the point of the Barbie movie. I'm like oversimplifying the crap out of this. My point is, it was a funny comedy. The jokes were original. And you didn't need a super deep understanding of Barbie as a franchise. Like, I don't know anything about Barbie. I've never seen a Barbie animated movie before, but I could still get, you know, most of the stuff that happens. Most of the jokes they explain pretty well. It's not like the Mario movie where you need to understand Super Galaxy 64 and, you know, all these other movies to be able to understand it and enjoy it. It was a lot more just take everything at face value. That's the Barbie movie. Now let's talk about number 2, and not taking a shit, but the second movie I saw that evening, Oppenheimer. And Oppenheimer is Christopher Nolan's, I'd say it's his magnum opus. It was an absolutely incredible job. It's a story about the dude who invented the atomic bomb. So kind of dark, kind of grisly, kind of controversial, you know, but it makes for an interesting story. And what I love about it is, this is the first time Christopher Nolan has actually tried to tell a story without anything like distracting. Like, in Inception, he had this super trippy premise of like, ooh, booga booga dreams, or like Tenet was like time travel, ooh, people going forwards, people going backwards, ooga booga. Or like Batman, where he's literally just Batman. That's the whole trip there. In Oppenheimer, he's just trying to tell a story about a dude. And so the focus is on the characters, on the story, on portraying this dude accurately. And holy shit, is it rich. It's probably the richest movie I've seen in ages. And dude, we got to see Florence Pugh's tits like 3 whole times in the movie. That's right. You see her tits 3 times. Like it's incredible. I totally watched it for more than that. I promise. I promise. But yeah, I think Oppenheimer will go down as being a masterpiece. I think Barbie was a good movie. Like, I was entertained. I had fun. It was a cool, cute, clever movie, but it wasn't, I'd say, on the same caliber as Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer will be remembered as this like big classic, and Barbie will kind of fall by the wayside a bit. Like, I don't think you could rewatch Barbie and get a lot out of it. I'm just me, just a dude with a willy, with a pee-pee, you know, dumbass, big doofus here. But I had an absolute blast, and I think it's great that everybody can go and we can meme up a movie and go see a movie together, kind of like when people would go see Minions in a suit, or when people went to go see the Emoji Movie, you know? Just going to the theater, having a good time, not really caring if the movies are good or not, but just having an experience. Like, I remember I was wearing this, and a big group of girls like stopped in an SUV and like honked at me and were like, "Hey kid." I was like, oh yeah, I just did like a little dance for them and they like wooed at me. Like, that was like, that moment like made my life, just being honest. No, I had a great time. And yeah, I highly recommend you go see it if you haven't already. And I also recommend you subscribe to me, because I'm a funny guy. I make funny videos sometimes, once a month when I actually remember to post. Yeah, anyway, that's all I got. I just wanted to talk about it because I bought this shirt, and I don't know where I'm going with this. Bye-bye. Subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff, and I'll see you gamers later.